Open for questions.
Bill Doyle, Worcester Telegram, over here. You guys obviously been off a long time. Are you concerned about your team being rusty? And what did you do to keep sharp?
No, not concerned. The days off were beneficial. I was able to work on some things offensively, work on some things defensively. And, I think it was good for us, getting a chance to get healthy from all the knickknacks and the bruises and things like that. So I feel good.
Hey, Ty. Kyle Hightower from the Associated Press. The playoffs usually produce a lot of close games, but are you surprised that these playoffs have produced so many one-sided games?
Well, everyone's used the home court to their advantage, pretty much in the playoffs. And a lot of these teams in the playoffs have great home fans. We have great home fans, and we've used it to our advantage over the last 3 years. So the home crowd has definitely played a part in these playoffs now. So, double-digit leads and wins are pretty surprising, but, it's just part of it right now.
Hey, Ty, Bill Burt, CNHI Sports Boston. Ty, looking at your resume, you've done a lot of job hopping since you've been in the NBA. As a coach, you started here, cut your teeth here really for 4 years. Briefly talk about that experience here in Boston and with the Celtics.
It was a great experience. Doc Rivers gave me my first chance to be a coach. He saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. And, Danny Ainge and Wick and Pags and those guys gave me my first opportunity to be a coach, and they found a spot for me when it was tough. And, once I got here and just seeing the culture that they had and the fans and, how the city loved their sports, it was great for me. And then I just continued to keep learning. I'm learning under Doc, learning under Tibbs, Lawrence Frank. So I had a lot of guys that I learned under and just, kept progressing as a coach. And, now I'm here today.
Jason.
Ty, Brad's gotten a lot of credit for being really good at drawing up ATOs, and you've had a lot of success with them as well the last couple of years. Why are they so important? Why are ATOs so important in playoff games?
Well, when a team goes on a run and, you call a timeout to stop the run, and you come out of timeout and you score and you get a basket to stop the bleeding, it's big for your team. So, those are big plays, and those are plays you need in the playoffs. And, Brad is really good, at drawing up ATOs, and he's very unpredictable. In the game stuff, you can't really go over, 2 or 3 sets that he does because, he does a lot of different things. So he's very unpredictable, and that's why he's a great coach.
Gary.
Todd, Gary Walsh from Boston Globe. When Doc left for L.A., you went with him. Was there an option to stay here, or was there an option to go anywhere else? What was it like after the 13 season?
I didn't even get to that point. When Doc left, he gave me my first opportunity. So wherever Doc went, if he didn't went to China, I was going to China with Doc. So I was thankful for the opportunity, by Danny and those guys, and like I said, in Wick and Pags. But wherever Doc went, I was going with Doc.
Chris.
Ty, Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Knowing the kind of scorer Isaiah is, what do you consider a successful defensive night against him?
I'm not sure. Just, we got to make it tough on him. We got to try to keep him off the free throw line. He's gonna score. He's gonna attack. He's a great scorer. We know that, but we got to do it by committee. And just keeping him off the free throw line is the biggest thing. Make him make field goals and not free throws. And he's gonna get some calls. We know that, but we got to do a good job of just paying close attention to him. No open shots, no easy threes, no walk up threes, and just make it tough for him.
Julian Bidmore from the Globe. Just quickly, you talked about the importance of defending the three-point line in this series and in general, but you're one of the only teams, I think you are the only team in the playoffs to get a win when the opponents knock down 15. Can you talk about the importance of figuring out a way to win a game even if a team is hitting from the three-point line?
Well, it all depends on, who's hitting those threes. And, in the playoffs, you're going to give up something, and you want to take away something. So I think you're talking about the Indiana game, I think. And I think Lance Stevenson made 4 or 5 threes. And, hats off to Lance, but that was part of our game plan. We wanted to take the ball out of Paul George's hands, not let C.J. Miles shoot the basketball. So, Lance made shots. So it's going to be games like that. But, as long as the people you game plan for are not making those shots, then, you have to live with some of those.
Front row.
Okay.
Jared Weiss, CLNS Media. A couple years ago, when the Cavs faced the Celtics in the playoffs, they corralled Isaiah far deep in the half court, but he's kind of grown since then. What do you guys see now in his development over the last couple of years that makes it more difficult to do that consistently?
I'm just happy to be here.
Joe.
He definitely gotten better, though, but I'm not telling you how.
Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. Also, before this, Brad said that the Cavs really have a perfect roster, just with all the different kinds of shooting and the number of things that you can do. For you, when did it feel like you were able to really start coaching that roster, and just in terms of having all the weapons not only available to you, but working maybe the way they should?
Well, the way the roster is constructed, with Griff done a great job, and Dan gave us the opportunity to do that. But we can do a lot of different things. We can go with a defensive unit. We can play big. We can play small. We can go with an offensive unit. So we have a lot of versatility. And for me, just when we got everyone healthy, when we got JR back, we got Kevin back, and got everybody in the right rotations, I think things got a little easier for us, and we figured out guys' roles and what we were going to do and how we were going to play.
Is there anything else? Do we? Thank you.